Good morning, students. Today's discussion is about definition and classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are biomolecules consist of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. They can be represented by general formula CX H2O Y. CX H2O Y, where X is equal to number of carbon atoms and Y number of oxygen atoms. According to this representation of carbohydrates, they are defined as hydrates of carbon, means hydrates of carbon are known as carbohydrates. This is classical definition or old definition of carbohydrates. And some carbohydrates also satisfy this formula, or you can say this definition of carbohydrate. For example, sugar, or you can say sucrose, having molecular formula C12H22O11, satisfy the definition of carbohydrate as a hydrate of carbon. CXH2OY. According to this formula, sucrose can be expressed as C12H2O11. Since sucrose satisfies this formula, hence it is a carbohydrate. Glucose and fructose also satisfy this definition. Glucose or fructose having molecular formula C6H12O6 also satisfy classical definition of carbohydrate and can be expressed as C6H2O6. Glucose, fructose, sucrose are the hydrates of carbon and satisfy general formula CXH2OY. But this definition is incorrect or not correct, because some organic compounds which are not carbohydrate may also satisfy this formula. For example, formaldehyde and acetic acid. Formaldehyde HCHO, acetic acid CH3COOH. Formaldehyde satisfy CXH2OY corresponding to X equal to 1 and H2O equal to 1. Acetic acid also satisfy this formula corresponding to X equal to 2 and Y equal to 2. Formaldehyde and acetic acid satisfy CxH2OY, the general formula of carbohydrate, but they are not a carbohydrate. Similarly, some carbohydrates does not satisfy this formula, but they are carbohydrates. For example, ribose. Ribose is a carbohydrate having general formula C6H12O5. C6H12O5 is the molecular formula of ribose, and it cannot be represented by general formula of carbohydrate. It means C6H2O5H2. According to this formula, ribose can be expressed as C6H2O5H2. It means it does not satisfy the general formula of carbohydrate as a hydrate of carbon, yet it is a carbohydrate. These are the reasons classical definition of carbohydrate is not acceptable and is rejected now. Now we give the modern definition of carbohydrate. According to chemical definition or modern definition, carbohydrates are defined as carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxy aldehyde or polyhydroxy ketones or those compounds which on hydrolysis gives polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones. This is modern definition of carbohydrate and is acceptable. All the carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones or any substance which upon hydrolysis gives polyhydroxy aldehydes and polyhydroxy ketones. For example, glucose and fructose are carbohydrates. Glucose and fructose are carbohydrates. They have general molecular formula C6H12O6, but their structures are different. Glucose is polyhydroxy aldehyde this is glucose It is a polyhydroxyaldehyde, and fructose is a polyhydroxyketone. This is fructose. So glucose is polyhydroxyaldehyde, fructose is polyhydroxyketone. Both are carbohydrates. Next example is sucrose. C12H22O11. This is sucrose, which upon hydrolysis gives C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. 1 unit of glucose and 1 unit of fructose. That is why sucrose is also a carbohydrate. According to definition, carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones, or any substance which upon hydrolysis gives polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones are called carbohydrates. Since sucrose upon hydrolysis gives polyhydroxyaldehyde, glucose, and polyhydroxyketone, fructose, that's why it is a carbohydrate. Just like sucrose, maltose, lactose are also carbohydrates. Cellulose, starch, and glycogen upon hydrolysis gives number of monomeric units of carbohydrates. Means they give number of monomeric polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones and regarded as carbohydrates. So this is the modern definition of carbohydrate. According to modern definition or chemical definition, carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones or those compounds which on hydrolysis produce these are called carbohydrates. Now about the classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are classified on the basis of functional group present in them, on the basis of reducing nature, on the basis of sweetness, on the basis of number of carbon atoms, and also on the basis of number of products of hydrolysis. On the basis of functional groups, carbohydrates are classified as aldoses, aldones, and ketones. Those carbohydrates in which aldehyde group is present as a principal functional group are classified as aldoses, and those in which functional group is ketonic group classified as ketones. For example, glucose is aldose while fructose is a ketone. Next, on the basis of reducing nature, they are classified as reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars are those sugars which are capable to reduce tolerance reagent and Fleming solution. Tolerance reagent, what is tolerance reagent? It is ammonical silver nitrate solution. Ammonical silver nitrate solution is known as tolerance reagent, and Fleming solution, it is a mixture of, it is equipolar mixture of Failing solution A and failing solution B. Failing solution A is copper sulfate solution, while failing solution B is sodium potassium tartrate solution. When these two solutions are mixed together in equal proportions, the reagent is obtained known as failing solution. Those carbohydrates, or you can say those sugars, which are capable to reduce tolerance reagent and failing solution are known as reducing sugars, and which are not able to reduce tolerance reagent and failing solution are called non-reducing sugars. All the monosaccharides means glucose, fructose, etc. All the monosaccharides and disaccharides except sucrose. Among disaccharides except sucrose, and all the monosaccharides are reducing sugars. These are reducing sugars. But sucrose is a non-reducing sugar because sucrose does not reduce its tolerance reagent and failing solution, while all the monosaccharides and all the disaccharides except sucrose reduces tolerance reagent and failing solution. So on the basis of reducing nature, they are classified as reducing and non-reducing sugars. Next classification of carbohydrate is the classification on the basis of sweetness. On this basis, they are classified as sugars and non-sugars. Those carbohydrates which have a sweet taste known as sugars, and those which are tasteless known as non-sugars. For example, starch, cellulose and glycogen, generally polysaccharides, are non-sugars, while monosaccharides and disaccharides are sugars. Among all the sugars, fructose is the sweetest sugar. This is classification of carbohydrate on the basis of sweetness. Classification of the carbohydrate on the basis of number of carbon atoms. On the basis of number of carbon atoms, carbohydrates are classified as triodes, tetroses, pentoses, hexoses, etc. Carbohydrates containing only 3 carbon atoms are called trioses, 4 carbon atoms, tetroses, 5 carbon atoms, pentoses, and 6 carbon atoms, sugars containing 6 carbon atoms are known as hexoses. For example, glucose and fructose are hexose sugar. They are hexose. The most important classification of carbohydrate is on the basis of number of product of hydrolysis. On this basis, carbohydrates are classified as monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides are those carbohydrates which cannot be hydrolyzed, means they are the simplest carbohydrates and cannot be hydrolyzed. For example, glucose, fructose, mannose, these are monosaccharides. Oligosaccharides, those saccharides, those sugars, those carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis gives 2 to 10 units of monosaccharide. Carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis gives 2 to 10 units of monosaccharides are classified as oligosaccharides. It means they may be disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, etc. And polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are those carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis gives more than 10 units of monosaccharides. For example, starch is a polysaccharide, cellulose is a polysaccharide, glycogen is also a polysaccharide. So the starch, cellulose and glycogens are the polysaccharides because they produces more than 10 units of monosaccharides upon hydrolysis. So this is all about classification of carbohydrates. I repeat, carbohydrates are classified on the basis of functional group. On this basis, they are classified as aldoses and ketones. In aldoses, aldehyde group is the principal functional group, while in ketones, ketonic group is the principal functional group. On the basis of reducing nature, they are classified as reducing and non-reducing sugars. Those carbohydrates which are capable to reduce tolerance reagent and Fehling solution are classified as reducing sugars, and those which cannot reduce tolerance reagent and Fehling solution are classified as non-reducing sugars. For example, all the monosaccharides and disaccharides except sucrose are reducing sugars because they reduces tolerance reagent and Fehling solution, while sucrose is a non-reducing sugar which is unable to reduce tolerance reagent and Fehling solution. On the basis of sweetness, carbohydrates are classified as sugars and non-sugars. Those carbohydrates which have sweet taste known as sugars, and those which are tasteless classified as non-sugars. For example, monosaccharides and disaccharides. Generally, monosaccharides and disaccharides are sweet in taste and classified as sugars, while polysaccharides are tasteless and classified as non-sugars. On the basis of number of carbon atoms, carbohydrates are classified as trioges, tetroges, pentoses, hexoses, depending on the number of carbon atom 3, 4, 5 and 6. On the basis of number of product of hydrolysis, this is the best classification of carbohydrate. On this basis, carbohydrates are classified as monosaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides are those carbohydrates which cannot be hydrolyzed, means they are the simplest carbohydrates. Oligosaccharides are those saccharides, those carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis gives 2 to 10 units of monosaccharides. For example, sucrose, maltose, lactose are the examples of disaccharides, oligosaccharides. Polysaccharides, those carbohydrate which upon hydrolysis gives more than 10 units of monosaccharides are known as polysaccharides. For example, starch, cellulose and glycogen are the common polysaccharides. Now, some important terms related to carbohydrates. First one is D and L configuration or D L nomenclature. D and L, capital D and capital L are the naming used in carbohydrates. D and L represents configuration, that is arrangement of carbon and OH and H, means hydrogen and alcoholic group around the carbon atom. In case of sugars containing only 3 carbon atoms, this is glyceraldehyde. In this case, the configuration of H and OH on the asymmetric carbon atom, this side are denoted by D and L configuration. When the OH present on the right side, just above CH2OH, known as D configuration. This is D configuration. And if OH is written on the left side, then it is called L configuration. For example, HOH, CH2OH. This is L configuration and this is D configuration. It means when the OH present on the right side, just above the CH2OH carbon, known as D configuration or D sugars, and when OH present on the right side, just above the CH2OH group, known as L configuration or L sugars. Capital D and capital L represents only the configuration. It does not represents rotation. However, small d and small l are plus and minus represents rotation, optical rotation. D or plus represents dextro rotation, while L or minus represents levo rotation. So these means small d and small l or plus and minus represents optical rotation in clockwise as well as in anti-clockwise direction. Plus or small d represents dextro rotation, means clockwise rotation, while L or minus represents anti-clockwise rotation of plane polarized light. While capital D and capital L represents only the configuration of H and OH around the central carbon atom, but this is only just above the CH2OH group. If we take the examples of glucose and fructose, in case of glucose, there are 6 carbon atoms, CHOH, OH, H, H, OH, OH, H, OH, H, CH2OH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Just above CH2OH, this is the most distant asymmetric carbon atom of glucose. On this carbon atom, if the OH present on the right side, then it is denoted as D configuration. If OH present on the left side at the carbon number 5, or you can say just above the CH2OH group, or you can say the most distant asymmetric carbon atom. If the configuration of H and OH present just like this, means OH on the right side and H on the left side, then it is denoted as D configuration, means D glucose. It is called D glucose. If we write D plus glucose, then It represents deconfiguration as well as clockwise rotation. Means it is dextrorotatory glucose. When OH present on the left side, then it is denoted as capital L configuration. So this is about D and L configuration. One more important term used in carbohydrates or sugars is anomers and epimers. Anomers are those isomers which are differ in their configuration on the first carbon atom, that is carbon number 1. If OH present on the right side and OH present on the left side, means at carbon number 1, if the configuration of H and OH is different, then such an isomer is known as anomers of each other. If the configuration is different other than first carbon atom, either the second, third or fourth carbon atom, then such an isomer is known as epimers. So this is the main difference between anomers and epimers. In case of anomers, configuration is different only on the first carbon, while in the epimers, configuration of H and OH is different except first carbon atom. That's all about the classification, definition of carbohydrates and some important useful terms. That's all. Thank you.